Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode in my sci-fi and fantasy TV news video series. I'm doing these about every 2 weeks to keep us all updated on the biggest happenings that I'm seeing for news and videos related to the shows in those genres. And I've got 7 of them to share with you today. I'll save my 2 faves for the end. That's kind of a bit of a tease to get there. And as it turns out, all the items I'm sharing today are actually other YouTube videos. Sometimes we have articles, but it just turned out the last couple of weeks we've just got stuff having to do with videos there. But things I definitely think you don't want to miss if you're like me and do enjoy sci-fi and fantasy TV shows. All right, first one we want to talk a little bit about is for the new show, The Librarians, the next chapter. This is a show that debuted recently. I've been enjoying it. I was a big fan of the original, The Librarians. And so far, so good as far as the new show and setting up the new group of characters. As you can see from the picture here, this is an interview with Dean Devlin, who is the showrunner for this show and was for the Librarians as well. This is a good interview in that it talks a little bit about how the show came together, this one. Also some of the choices they've made from story points of view, and also a little bit, which I found interesting, about how this show switched networks. If you're not aware, this originally was going to be on the CW. And then they moved to TNT, which is where the Librarians, the original show, had aired. So it's got some good insights. Definitely enjoyed it. Dean is a very engaging guy. So this one is definitely one I think you folks will enjoy if you're someone who wants to try out the show, or if you're already watching it like me and enjoying it. I think you'll find it some good insights there as well. The next item we have for you, there's a trailer for The War Between the Land and the Sea. It's a teaser trailer that just came out. Now, this is set, if you're not aware, in the Doctor Who universe. It deals with UNIT. So it's, not specifically a Doctor Who story. And we don't know the release date or anything yet. It's something that came out recently. As I said, it's a teaser trailer, so it's not exceptionally long. I wouldn't say it's something I'm really excited to see, but it certainly looks like it could be something worthwhile and something interesting. So good to be aware that it's out there. And like I said, check out the trailer, see if it's something that you might want to look forward to, and some of the characters we've seen in Doctor Who that work at UNIT there. So some good stuff. I think it's well worth keeping on the radar as far as things we're looking forward to seeing. Next item we have is we got the trailer for Season 2. Now, this is a teaser trailer for Gen V. This is the show set in the Boys universe on Amazon Prime. Season 1 for this show, I was very pleasantly surprised how engaged I was and interested in the set of characters. The Boys, if you watch it, as you know, is a very graphic show. Shall we say what goes wrong or what can go wrong when you have superpowered people. But the Gen V with the kids in college and, the special school they were in and all was very interesting. So I am very curious where they're going to go with Season 2. So it was great to get the teaser trailer, a premiere date, which is, I think, right in the middle of September. So we're several weeks away, but good to see. And hopefully we're going to get a full-length trailer in the not-too-distant future. But this was nice. Good to remind us it's coming. And, as they say, just after, the summertime, if you will, getting near the end of summer officially and beginning of fall, this will be nice to have this back on our viewing agenda. Next up, we've also got another trailer, for Alien Earth. Now, this one, as you know, if you've watched my previous videos or followed me on social media, they've been doing a good job with some of their teaser trailers for this, focusing on the creature, since this is set in the Alien universe. And I've been saying I really wanted to see a trailer that had some of the actual characters that are going to be in this show. And they delivered on this one, because this one was very chock full of seeing some of the folks who are going to be dealing with what's going on when we have some very dangerous creatures. It looks like brought back to Earth at some point set in the future. So this was really good. I mean, this definitely ramped up for me my interest in this show. This one's coming in August. And I got to say, on FX, it's going to be one to definitely, I'll be watching. I'm a big fan of the Alien universe and mythos and all that goes on there. So getting a chance to see this one, fingers crossed that it actually turns out to be as good as they're making it look here in the trailers. So guess we will find out soon. All right. If you're not already aware, if you're a big fan as I am of Wednesday on Netflix. Netflix did their big promotional event, Tadum, just a week or so back as I'm recording this. Their events for promoting these Tadum events, hit or miss in terms of how they do it, but they get some real star power in there. So it was great to see Lady Gaga performing at the event, since she's going to be a part of this upcoming season of Wednesday. And what they also played there, and the link here that'll be in the description, as you can see from the snapshot here, is it's actually the first 6 minutes of season 2 of Wednesday. So it was interesting when they said they had some clips to play, and I was watching it. I thought it was going to be maybe a minute or two, like a trailer, but then the more it went on, I realized it was a real big chunk of a scene and what's going to happen, and turns out it's actually the beginning of the next season. So I don't tend to like to watch those. I kind of like going in cold, but several shows are doing this now where they drop the first few minutes of a season of a show. And, so in that sense, it's not spoilery, since it's what we're going to get when we sit down to watch beginning, but I thought it was good. It certainly gave me some smiles. Some of the stuff we'd seen in the trailer, which came out a couple of weeks ago, is obviously in this part 2. So looks like we're setting up to have some fun, and good to see what's going to happen there too. So good job on that. All right, next up, we got a official trailer, as you can see from the image here, for Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3. I've been really looking forward to this. We finally got our official premiere date. I think it was last time on the last video we talked about, which is going to be in the middle of July. And so it was, kind of sitting around waiting for us to get a trailer in terms of seeing more than just, I think, the one video we had gotten several weeks back, maybe a couple of months, you could tell was kind of from an episode, a specific episode or scene. So this was more in line with your traditional trailers, several clips of many of the characters, obviously from a few different episodes, not a lot again to really, pull from this. Those who were, huge Star Trek Strange New Worlds fans maybe are doing, frame by frame to pull it together. But as far as its job as a trailer, certainly got me even more excited for the upcoming season. This is one of my favorite shows, so I'm very excited to see it's going to be back. Great to see a whole bunch of characters, and can't wait to start digging into this. It'll be great July, August, probably into September that we'll have this airing and get a chance to have some fun. Got a few different space-based shows with the Alien Earth and some other stuff that are happening this summer, which is great to see. And our final news item is, as I think if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you are well aware now that we finally got the dates announcement, to be more specific, for the upcoming final season, Stranger Things 5, Season 5. And great to see now that we know when it will be. They played a trailer. Again, the link is in the description. If you haven't seen it, you want to check it out. Most of it is older footage from the previous season. There is some new stuff in there. Not a ton, but definitely a little bit to give you an idea of being a real tease, since it's not in and of itself, I wouldn't call it a teaser trailer. So that was good to see. We've got it coming. They're doing it actually in 3 date drops, if you haven't seen the announcement on this yet. The day before Thanksgiving here in the U.S. anyway, November the 26th. Then Christmas Day, and then New Year's. From what I've read, although not official, but from some of the folks who seem to have a handle on it, apparently the New Year's Eve one will be the last episode, and that it's an exceptionally long episode. The showrunners have said that all of the episodes in this final season are definitely long, so it looks like we're going to get a lot of great content. So this was great to finally know when it is. For me, that kind of gauged me to kick off a rewatch of the entire series to get ready, since Stranger Things is one of my favorites. So I'm only a few episodes in season 1, and it's always great going back to the beginning. The kids look so young. Then again, it was like 9 years ago, so I mean, it certainly makes sense. But great to start that rewatch and see where we're going. It's also great. One of our listeners on our Tuning Into Sci-Fi TV podcast hadn't watched Stranger Things and has been meaning to, so it was great to see him mention that he has started watching and got through season 1 and enjoyed it. So I always love when you get folks, a show you love, when you can get other folks who haven't seen it yet to jump in and kind of give you some thoughts as they're going. So be great to hear what might be happening there. Also, for some information in terms of keeping up to date on return dates or premieres, we have Revival that I've talked about and shared a reaction to that trailer and also some spoiler-free thoughts on the first episode, premiering on Sci-Fi on June the 12th, just a few days after I release this. So very much looking to see Melanie Scrofano there and what that show is going to be. I'm very intrigued, so I'm sure I'll be talking about it a bit on upcoming videos. Also, we have coming up a little bit later this month, Ironheart, which will be premiering on Disney Plus on June the 24th. I'm not big into comics, so I was not aware of some of the characters, such as this one, but the trailer has got me interested. So looking forward to checking that one out and seeing what we might be getting there. A couple of things before I go, just sharing some enjoyable viewings I've been having. As I said, started that Stranger Things rewatch, just like 3 or 4 episodes in at this point. I also rewatched The Old Guard. From a couple of videos back, we mentioned that we had The Old Guard 2 coming in July, so I figured, it's been like 5 years since that came out, so I rewatched that and enjoyed it. Certainly would recommend it there, so looking forward to seeing what we're going to get with the sequel. And also, I recently re-upped with Apple TV Plus. I've had a subscription to that here and there, but Apple TV Plus, to their credit, has been putting out a lot of great sci-fi content. I know my friends have been mentioning it, so I figured I'd jump back in there with a subscription. And what I watched recently, and no spoilers, was season 1 of Severance. Hearing lots of great things about it, and I greatly enjoyed it. That's definitely, one of those mystery, wrapped in a mystery type things. Got me intrigued. I won't share, as I said, any spoilers, but definitely got some vibes from Lost in terms of, mysteries playing out, scenes that don't make a lot of sense yet. You're not sure what's going on, but you're curious. I also said it reminded me a little bit, if any of you are, older, shall we say, like me, or gamers, there was a game in the 90s called Myst that you could play that was very much a discovery type game. There wasn't action, but you could kind of look around in different spaces and places to discover things. And that's kind of, to me, what Severance is. You're just always looking around to see what's going on and waiting to find out. So looking forward to watching season 2 of that. I'll probably do a video about that once I've caught myself completely up. All right. Appreciate you folks tuning in and giving a watch. If you could, if you like this, please give it a thumbs up, the video, and subscribe. Those things help to get the channel exposed to more folks. And if you have any thoughts, agree, disagree, or things you're looking forward to, news items I might have missed you think I should keep an eye on, by all means, please use the comments below and let me know. It'd be greatly appreciated. All righty, folks. I hope you all take care.